Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by hills and wide open fields, people lived simple lives. The village had no great walls and no grand palaces. It did not appear on important maps, but it had existed for many generations. The houses were made of stone and wood. The roads were narrow and dusty. Every morning, the sound of birds and church bells filled the air. People woke up early. Farmers went to the fields. Blacksmiths opened their shops. Children walked together to learn their letters. Life moved slowly in the village. Days followed nights. Seasons came and went. In this village lived a young man named Thomas. Thomas was born there and had never left. He was strong, quiet, and thoughtful. He helped his father in the fields and his mother at home. But Thomas often felt something was missing. At night, he would sit outside his house and look at the sky. He wondered about the people who lived before him. He thought about wars, kings, and lost times he had heard about in stories. The village elders often spoke of the past. They talked about how the village survived a great famine. They remembered a time when soldiers marched through the land. They spoke of years of peace and years of fear. History lived in their words. One evening, an old man named Elias returned to the village. Elias had left many years earlier. He had traveled far and seen great cities. He had witnessed change, conflict, and progress. Now his hair was white, his back was bent, but his eyes were full of stories. The villagers gathered around him. They asked him questions about the world beyond the hills. They wanted to know what had changed. Elias said, "Empires rise and fall, cities grow and disappear. But villages like this survive because people remember." Thomas listened closely. Later, he walked beside Elias and asked, "Why is remembering the past so important?" Elias stopped and looked at the old road beneath his feet. He said, "Because history teaches us patience. It shows us mistakes, and it reminds us that nothing lasts forever." That night, Thomas could not sleep. He thought about the village. He thought about generations before him, people who worked the same land, people who lived, struggled, and disappeared. Days turned into weeks. Thomas began writing down stories. He spoke with elders. He listened carefully. He wrote about harvests and hardships, about joy and loss, about the quiet strength of ordinary people. Years passed. Thomas grew older. The village changed slowly. New houses were built, old ones fell, children grew up, elders passed away. But the stories remained. One day, travelers passed through the village. They asked about its history. Thomas shared the stories. They were surprised. "This village is small," they said, "but its story is big." Thomas smiled. He finally understood something important. History is not only written in books, it lives in villages, in people, in memories passed from one voice to another. And as long as someone remembers, the past never truly disappears. Closing line. Perfect for narration.